In the spring of 1993, something strange started happening in the quiet desert town of Taos, New Mexico. A persistent, low-frequency humming sound that just wouldn't go away. But this wasn't some ordinary noise pollution. This sound, which would become known as the Taos hum, only seemed to affect about 2% of the local population. And to make things even weirder, scientists couldn't find a single trace of it. Those who could hear it, the hearers, struggled to describe it. For some, it was a relentless droning, like a distant diesel engine left idling in the dark. Others felt it more than they heard it, a deep, pulsating, mechanical rumble that vibrated through their bodies. The worst part? It was inescapable. The hum followed them from room to room, from day into night, infiltrating their homes and their minds, offering no relief. This wasn't just an annoyance. It was debilitating. Hearers began reporting a range of disturbing symptoms: splitting headaches, waves of nausea, dizziness, and severe insomnia. Imagine trying to fall asleep with a constant drone buzzing in your ears. The psychological toll was immense, leading to growing anxiety and a constant sense of unease that gripped them whenever the hum became audible. People were suffering, and they desperately wanted answers. As residents grew more alarmed, they demanded action. The local government responded, assembling one of the most comprehensive scientific teams ever to tackle an acoustic mystery. Experts from Los Alamos National Laboratory, Sandia National Laboratories, Phillips Air Force Laboratory, and the University of New Mexico all joined forces. They deployed incredibly sensitive microphones all over town, the kind of equipment that could detect sounds far beyond the range of normal human hearing. They conducted extensive surveys and even played different sample frequencies to the hearers, trying to zero in on the exact sound they were experiencing. They were determined to find the source. And then something completely baffling happened. Despite all this advanced technology, despite all the brilliant minds working on the problem, they found nothing. The state-of-the-art microphones detected no unusual acoustic signals. The sensitive instruments recorded no anomalous vibrations. The sound that was tormenting a portion of the town's residents had completely vanished from the scientific record. The multi-million-dollar investigation came back inconclusive. The Taos hum was a ghost audible to some, but invisible to science. But the mystery was only just beginning to deepen. When researchers compared the experiences of the hearers, they discovered something even stranger. Each person was hearing a slightly different frequency. Some reported sounds in the 30 to 80 hertz range, but no two hearers described the exact same pitch. This finding essentially ruled out a single simple external source, like a factory or a piece of machinery. The hum was personal, yet somehow shared. This led to a flood of theories. Could it be subtle seismic activity, with low-frequency sounds traveling up from deep within the earth? Or maybe it was industrial pollution, a byproduct from nearby facilities that was somehow going undetected? A few even pointed their fingers at electromagnetic interference from the high-voltage power lines that crisscrossed the desert landscape. But for every theory proposed, there was a counter-argument. None of them could fully explain why only some people heard it, and why it seemed to be different for everyone. This is where the story takes a turn, towards the complexities of the human mind. Could the Taos hum be a psychological phenomenon? A form of mass hysteria, where the suggestion of a sound makes people perceive it? It's like when you have a loose tooth. Once your tongue finds it, you can't stop probing it. Maybe once the idea of the hum was planted, people became hyper-aware, noticing background noises they previously ignored. But this explanation didn't quite fit either. It failed to account for the clear geographic clusters of hearers, or the strikingly consistent descriptions from people who had never even met. Decades have now passed since those first reports, back in 1993, and the Taos hum remains one of modern science's greatest unsolved mysteries. And it's not just in Taos anymore. Similar unexplained hums have been reported all over the globe, in Windsor, Canada, Bristol, England. and Bondi, Australia. In each case, the story is the same. A persistent, maddening sound that a fraction of the population can hear, but no one can identify. Each new hum drives residents to the edge of sanity, and each one defies a simple explanation. So the ultimate question remains, what is the Taos hum? Is it a rare natural phenomenon we just don't have the tools to understand yet? An industrial accident that's been masterfully covered up or simply never located? Is it a bizarre neurological effect, a sort of auditory tinnitus that a small percentage of the population is predisposed to? Or is it something else, entirely something that exists in the gray area between the physical world and the human mind? Today, the hearers of Taos continue to live with the hum. Scientists continue to search for answers, armed with new theories and better technology. And somewhere in that small New Mexico town, the mysterious sound persists, still unheard by most and still unexplained by all. Thank you for watching, and if you find these kinds of mysteries as fascinating as I do, be sure to follow for more.